Well, welcome back to there's videos of bootleg versus originals. So what we got in? Oh, by the way, number 6. So somebody goes, "Oh man, you weren't the spirit of number 6. You didn't say much about it." I said, "Look, you know, it's pretty hard to talk about a games or SNK company. Or it was SNK that I was talking about. I wasn't familiar with them, so it's pretty hard to come up with something to talk. But I'm sorry about that. But this time I've got a good feature for you for number 7 now. What's in front of me is the Shinobis. There's a bootleg Shinobi. Oh yeah, man, we've seen this in number 1. Yeah, but I didn't have an original Shinobi to show you between the two. This one here is a friend of mine, a good friend of mine gave me this. I've known the guy nearly, close to nearly under 40 years now, you know. And he was pulling out all these game boards to see which ones to offload, basically to sell off. And he came across this Shinobi. And he goes, "Oh, can you have a look at it?" I said, "Yeah, man, I want to have a look at it, but it'll be in one of my feature videos." So I could compare the two between them, because it was hard, because last time I was showing you Monsterland. But now you can see them together. Remember what I was saying to you? There's the custom chip. There's the daughter board. So what they did was they made that to replace that. But you have a good look around here, and all over here is the same. Like I keep saying to you, you know, they didn't try to reinvent the wheel. But what's this missing here? I think they got rid of the security. They didn't need it. Now let's flip it over and have a look. Is it pretty close? Okay. Oh, the only thing was missing on this one here was the crystal was broken off for the audio. So I just put another low profile crystal, and he goes, "Yeah, man, why did you put the same ones back in it, mate? At least these ones don't break off." But yeah, have a good look around here, and around here, there's a little bit of changes. But again, they're trying to get bypass it. Here, so remember the security chips? Daughter board. Yeah, everyone thought about my missus when I was talking about that. But you see that? It's pretty close to what they did for the system 16A system, basically, of this, you know? So, again, easy to repair, a bit more hard to repair. So, this one here has got a bit of sprite issues. The actual characters are not there. It's exactly what happened to this guy here that disappeared on me. It's amazing, you know, same faults basically involved. Bit of video problems, okay? But I've got to, let me remove these guys. I'll bring you something else out. Remember the other video 1 I showed you an original F1 Dream? Here's the original F1 Dream. I said I've never seen a bootleg. I came across a bootleg the other day. Let's move across. Have a look. All I remember seeing was bootlegs. I told you, how close is this between the original, like the bootleg versus the original? Here's the security chip. Have a look, the custom chip. What did they do over here? They put more TTLs in there to replace that guy. Layout the same. Have a look. Layout, the same. Again, this one here is an MCU. It's a custom program for security. What did they do? They got rid of it. There it is there. Again, they always hacked into it, basically. If you flip it over and check it out, doesn't it look the same? Again, pretty close. No one would have recognised the difference between these two. They're so good, you wouldn't pick it, basically. Oh, this, by the way, this one here had audio problems that you can see that I put them in sockets, and these normally die anyway. A lot of the op amps, they always die, so you can't do anything, you know. So yeah, there's that one. All right, I'll get you another one. Okay. This one here is Shadow Warriors. This is a Technos one. Tecmo brand again. Don't look at the EEPROMs and that. This was bad, this board. But if you look between the, if you Google it yourself for an original, you'll see with the same. It's the same board, has the Tecmo, and this is the bootleg version. So totally different, way different. Now this is the bottom of the board. I've ripped that all out. Remember we were talking about that in one of my other videos. All the systems are the same. This one got water damage. So this is a donor now, basically. This is a donor board. But I wanted to show you that, and this one here, the bootleg was called Master Ninja, not Shadow Warriors. If you look at it, sounds the same, plays a bit the same, you know, again, a cheap version, but no one would have noticed this game, you know. But here, let me pull out another one. I got a lot of bootlegs for you this time. All right, let's remove this one. All right. Check this guy out. All right, let me get rid of that guy. Put him back into camera view. And going, what the hell is this game? If you could read that little sticker. What it is? WW Superstars. Check it out. Not even close to the original. Again, Superstars. WW Superstars here. I'll show you what this is. You can sort of see it, you know. But again, it was totally different, you know. I'll flip it over. It's a hefty board. Got more EEPROMs in there for the programs. But this guy here, let's unplug him out. And by the way, like I said to you, a lot of these big boards, they need good power supplies to run them. If not, because there's a lot of TTL in there for it to drive. Have a sticky nose. All right. Totally different. Way different. So this is not even close to the others. So you can sort of see it back then, you know. They were doing, it's amazing how they've done a copy of this, because this must have been a really good game for them to copy. They wouldn't copy it because someone goes, oh, do they normally copy like all the games? I think I noticed it's only copying the games that actually make some decent coin. They wouldn't do games that wouldn't make coin, you know. So that's what I've noticed lately with all these different games. Hang on, I've got more. Oh, here we go. I've got a classic one. This one here. This is a classic. This is an old school one. Really old school. There's the bootleg, and here's the original. All right, everyone's asking what is it? All right, what it is? It's Karate Champ. Okay, Karate Champ came with four joysticks basically for the players to move the characters. Have a look at it. Check it out. Does it look the same? This one here's only missing the op amp. I've noticed this one. Program, all the stuff the same. This one here had a custom chip from Data East. They've modified it in here. Didn't have that anymore. But the rest is the same. Audio section's the same. Okay? Now let me open him up. Okay? There's the open section of this guy. I had a friend of mine in Sydney. He was telling me a story on when he bought, what's his name? The Karate Champ. He had it put into a shop. I don't know if it was a pizza shop, a video shop. Yeah. By the way, a video shop. A video shop is what these used to be. Oh, this is it. Look at this. Williams Addis Family. Promotional VHS tape. Look at that. A promotional for Addams Family. So this is what a video library used to be for those people who don't used to know what this, you know, people used to put machines into these, into the videos to make some coin. So back to my mate up in, he was in Sydney. We had a bit of fallout. He doesn't talk. He doesn't love me anymore. And he was telling me he went and bought this Karate Champ. He didn't think of much of it. So he put it into the shop and went there for the next week to do a collection. He couldn't believe how much cash was in the cash box. He was blown away. So he went back to Leisure and Allied or Hankin and bought more of them. And everyone goes, well, why are you buying these? He didn't want to tell them the secret because he was making good coin. So he was telling me that he had a really good hit on this game and no one could understand why. So either he had it set on easy to people to play or whatever. But moving along, and yeah, hang on, there's only 8 chips here. Why there? These are 256s, these are 112s, or 128s, okay? So 2 of those is 1 of those. And what happens over time, they're delaminating, they're coming apart. Have you seen the chips are cracking away? It's off its age. We're talking, this is 80 stuff here. But have a look. How close is it? You know, pretty close to each other. So yeah, back to that guy. What I'll do is I'll send him an email off this video, see if he still loves me, and he'll try and get him. I'll put some comments about what he experienced with this game, you know. But he was blown away how much coin he made out of it. Look, like I said to you, it's not about we're making money out of it, but it's amazing how some games make good coins and some are just or lemons. But I'll find out how much he paid for this. But I think he was paying close to about $1,600 a game back then. But don't forget, this is mid-80s. A lot of money back in the day for mid-80 games. You know, so what do? You know, you try to take a gamble, but the others couldn't work out why he was making money. So it depends on the location. So what else have I got for you guys? Oh, I've got another one for you. This is a hard one to come by. I've never seen one of these before. This one here, let's move these guys out of the way. Check this guy out, okay? You're going, what the hell is this? Okay, this is Thunder Dragon by NMK, Japan, okay? This is the bootleg version of it, okay? Not even close. Same size looking board, not even close. I've got this, it's got problems. And one good thing about, if you don't know, they were actually smart, these guys. They put made in Japan. Actually, it's not made in Japan, okay? But this is a bootleg version. It's got problems. I don't know what's wrong with it. It doesn't want to boot up in that. But not even close. I had a guy in America contact me. And he goes, because this is on eBay. And he goes, oh, are they the original stickers on there? I said, yeah, man, they're the original stickers. Well, what happens with the stickers and that? The glue goes over time and just gives up. But the programs, it doesn't matter if you change EEPROMs and that, but it's still the same hardware. So it's like getting a car and you put new tyres on there. It's still the same car, but you got new tyres. It's the same with these EEPROMs or changing a chip. You can't have them, original all the time because something's going to give. So even if you change one chip, you've got to put another one in there to fix it. You know what I mean? So again, totally different board. The layout. You can sort of see it's the name in there. But this company, this is another underrated game. Again, I've played it. I enjoy it as a shooter. It's not bad. But again, everybody out there, criticizes everything, But as I said, try playing the proper one rather than playing main, because main doesn't play the right thing unless you got the right software, good processors and all that. You could try it out. But again, there was not many of these around either. But the bootleg, I've never seen a bootleg version of this. Again, it surprised me when I saw this guy, But as I said to you, I'll try getting some comments from people who played them and who operated them and that. I'll see if they're still around, it's still operating or not. But it's sort of hard to sort of, like I keep saying, to come up with stories about these games. But as I said, somebody goes to me, man, how many boards have you got? Like I said in my first video, I do have a large bladder. So if you haven't worked that out with all the stuff that I keep pulling out, okay, there's something wrong. And by the way, I do have another F1 Dream bootleg to repair. Yeah, here it is here. If you don't, I'm not full of shit. This one here has got video RAM problems, okay? And also the sound's gone on this too. Okay, so there you go. The other one's over there if you want to believe me. Yeah, so I've got another one. I've actually got two of these guys. I can't believe it. When it rains, it rains. Oh, underneath there, see what they've done? They've done this mod is because there was a custom chip here. Remember I showed you in that other one, there was a custom chip? See what they had to do? They did that to replace the custom chip. I think they might have stuffed up when they were doing the board layout. They made some track repairs that they couldn't work it out. So what they do, but sometimes you see a green track like this and that, it's actually from factory because they found out they screwed up on the track work, so they had to modify the board to get it going. But it's not like my repair. I normally use a blue wire. If you see a blue wire, that's my repair that I use and all that. But where's that F1 Dream again? Yeah, here's the F1 Dream. So like I said to you, that chip there, this chip here, is basically all this and a bit underneath there. So again, you wouldn't pick the difference between the two. So yeah. So look, I did find a couple of good game boards at the moment. I hope you guys are happy with all the selections of games I've pulled out of so far. But the Karate Champ, with 4 joysticks, to actually have one joystick on 2 joysticks on either side for the character to move legs, arms, and that. And apparently I did a bit of reading on that. It helps to do a bit of Googling. It was sort of a send-off of Bloodsport, the movie called Bloodsport. But yeah, my mate from Sydney was saying how good he couldn't believe the money he was making out of that game. And I'll send him the email, see if he responds, So yeah, we lost love, Sometimes you lose a love over some bullshit, So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. You can sort of see that I know a bit more about what I'm talking about than other games that as I said, I've experienced them. I like the WrestleFest, They made a shitload of cash, It was it's still a good game for what it is with the wrestling, But again, you know, Shadow Warriors, Google Shadow Warriors, another great game, you know. Even when the intro with the rain coming down, with the guys running through the rain, really great intro on that game. You know, don't forget, these are 90s stuff here. We're not talking about good quality stuff, you know. So yeah, back to a video library. Yep, that's what a video library used to get. You used to get these tapes, you know. This is what I started learning from back in the day when I started electronics, fixing video recorders. Now no one knows what it looks like now. So yeah, you don't see that every day. I'm a hoarder, trust me. I don't get rid of shit, you know. So yeah, like I keep saying, I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, pinball's videos is a passion, you know. And for you guys, keep the love into it. All right, thank you for watching this one. Number 7. Can't believe it's 7 already. All right, thank you.